everyone. I'm Katie Darrell, and this is At Home and Social. Today, I'm hanging out with Dianthus. The girls are Jackie and Jessica. They're twins. Ladies, you know how to rock.
Thank you. Thank you. We love metal. It's our life. It is.
You don't hear a lot of girls say that, and I love it. I love it. What was your inspiration growing up? What bands did you look up to?
Well, it's on your shirt. Metallica, for sure.
Yeah, Metallica, definitely. Since we both play different instruments in the band, I'm the drummer, Jackie plays guitar. Drum-wise, definitely Rush and Tool, all those progressive kind of bands.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Definitely. For me, earlier though, a Bullet for My Valentine.
Really? Okay, that's great. Now, is it true that the metal may have been in your blood, but it wasn't necessarily at your fingertips growing up? You were originally classically trained pianists, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It really helped us kind of grow our sound because we started classical piano at age 7, and throughout high school we also still incorporated that with the rock music. So it was kind of like a snowball effect. It started getting heavier and heavier.
Well, I mean, listen, learning to read music is obviously that's a gift and that's a skill. So it helps translate and create, more depth in your music because you can pick up other instruments a lot easier than other people, correct?
Yeah.
Very true. Yes. Yeah, because when we were starting with piano, we learned all the notes and everything. So it really helps the rock side for sure.
Yeah. Now loving rock and loving metal, is it hard? Is it hard to be a gal these days? Do the men make it difficult?
That's an interesting point. Actually, I think women in metal are more welcomed more than ever because there's a lot of female empowerment happening, especially in recent times. So I think it's made things a lot easier to kind of get our names out there, and people they respect females more in music and other areas too.
Yeah, and also thanks to like trailblazing artists like Joan Jett, Lizzie Hale from Hailstorm, they girls like that, women like that really help to make it easy for us to break through too.
Well, I mean, in general, even having to field questions as stupid as the one I just asked, is something that you have to deal with, right? That because I wouldn't sit down with a man and be like, so do the ladies give you a hard time being in metal and rock? So it's weird that you have to engage in this type of dialogue.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, you always have to be ready for that, no matter what. You have to, you have to have thick skin too, especially in metal. So I think we kind of raised ourselves well in this kind of genre. We're ready for anything.
I love that you mentioned Lizzie Hale. What do you love about Lizzie? Because she has so many skills. Like if you had to narrow it down to I get to take one thing that Lizzie's great at and make it mine, what Lizzie factor do you want?
I just say I really love how she's unapologetic about who she is, that her style, her sound, like she's not afraid to just get out there and really shred and just yell exactly what she's feeling inside to the crowd. Like it doesn't seem like she's really scared of anything. It seems like the stage is her home. So that's what I really love about her, just going out there and just being fierce.
Yeah, and her brother too, who's also in Hailstorm. They're the sibling connection is really cool to watch. We've seen them live before too. So we just really love just everything about Hailstorm.
Well, let's talk about the sibling connection. Great transition. Thank you, ladies, for doing my job. As twins, do you have that, as they say, that telepathic connection? Are you able to, finish each other's sentences, pick up each other's notes and be like, oh, I'll finish that song. I know exactly where you were going. Or is it not as easy as that?
I believe we do have some sort of telepathy going on in the music.
Definitely. Especially with songwriting too. Sometimes we'll have a lot of artists experience mental blocks when you're writing. And sometimes I'll step away from the drum set and I'll have a groove kind of just sitting there. And then Jackie will kind of take a look at the drum grooves that I create, and she'll have the perfect idea. And then once I hear her guitar stuff on top of the drums, it helps me to write even more.
Yeah. So vice versa too. Yeah, really helps with writing.
You do a great job having both dominant and delicate voices.
Thank you.
Which do you prefer to use most?
I think the dominant one is definitely the more powerful one. But sometimes people, when you're listening to music, you don't really want to hear that all the time. Sometimes you want to hear music that's soft or, just a different vibe. So
Yeah.
Dominant for sure.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, it's a lot like you saying Metallica, right? I mean, listen, Black comes on and you're like, oh, I got to turn this up, you know?
Yeah. For
Definitely.
sure. It gets your focus away from the reality of things happening. So you like that. Yeah.
Let's go ahead and talk about some of your new singles, because what's really interesting is I read somewhere that your plan is to release a new single every month until the new album comes out in 2021. Is that correct?
Yes. Yeah, that's the plan we're gonna roll with. So
one a month. I think we've got 2 out so far, right? Or am I off count?
That's right.
Yeah, that is right.
All right. So one of them, one song is called Realms. Let's break that one down for us. Tell our viewers what they can expect. And for those of you just tuning in, I'm Katie Darrell. These are the ladies of Dianthus, one of our new favorite metal rock bands. We are at home and social, and this is all part of Access TV. Go for it, ladies.
Yeah, so we released our single Realms. It was in July of this year, and that song was pretty like complex in as far as technical writing and stuff. It was very progressive. We love that song because it kind of captures both sides of our music. So there's like heavy elements, and there's also a lot of kind of ballad like passages happening. But the message of the song is basically seeing things through someone else's perspective. And there's different realms or different layers to life. So it's a very kind of majestic kind of song that sums up everything.
Definitely.
And then the second single, Creeping In. Tell me about this one.
Yeah, Creeping In. We actually just released the lyric / performance video for this one today. But if you were to watch the video and also listen to the song kind of explains just inner thoughts just creeping in your life, whether that's like self-doubt or just negative thoughts in general, and deciding whether you should listen to them or not, which 99% of the time you don't want to listen to those voices. You want to always push through with the positive ones. So with our songs, we like to leave the listener to determine what the songs mean, but to us, that's what that song means, just pushing past self-doubt.
Dianthus, it's a flower, right?
Yeah.
Describe this flower to me. Why can't I not picture it? I mean, I know what a tulip looks like.
Yeah. Well, people don't know that it is a flower in it. They think it's like some kind of like medieval character or something. But Jackie actually kind of came up with that name because it's very symbolic. Yeah, we're really intrigued with nature, and I don't know, I was just looking at flowers and different types of like flower families. But I really like Dianthus though, because it symbolized longevity, and the flower has been around for a long time, so we want our music to last a long time as well. So
for those of you just tuning in, I'm Katie Darrell. These ladies are Dianthus. We are at home and social. The band has some really cool followers. I mean, listen, you're a rising act, and Matt Sorum of Guns N' Roses loves you guys. How did he first get a hold of your music to get to know you?
Well, we were in the process of recording our debut album. That one actually is released too. We did a remastered release. So working with, at his studio in Hollywood, it was really fun. And he's been such an inspiration to us too. And as a drummer, seeing his collection of snare drums, Velvet Revolver snares too, it was really iconic. So
yeah. He's a great friend of ours too. And we met him through our friend Jinx too, from Black Veil Brides.
Yeah.
Oh, so, cool.
Great mentors.
And the mayor of your city? What happened with the mayor? What happened?
I mean, it's great. We're getting some love for metal from the community. So he's always supported us in high school too, when we were kind of starting the whole rock band kind of thing, like little local shows. He's always been there kind of watching us grow. So Councilman Parry is his name. Actually 2 different people, but the mayor found out about us through Councilman. So it was a really great connection though. So
very, very nice. And now let's talk about your look and your style, because you have a very definite vibe and I really like it. Is this dare I ask, is this stage costume, or is this your style in everyday living? Because some artists have stage costume versus everyday life. Is this what you go to the grocery store in? with a mask.
Yeah. I mean, if we could, it's a lot of fun work to do to kind of get all gothed up and stuff. But this is definitely a part of our stage kind of vibe. But in everyday kind of stuff, we really do like just wearing black and, you know, studs and stuff like that. So
but yeah, right now is a stage look. So.
Well, you briefly mentioned it a little bit earlier, but I want to really circle back to the reissue of your debut self-produced album. What was the thinking on re-releasing this?
Yeah, we feel like just having new like a new artwork, new sound would just kind of breathe new life into the album. So a lot of the songs we still play. Actually, a lot of the songs we do. So we just wanted just to have a new vibe, a new life with those songs. So
right, and plus with everything happening now, we just got signed to Deco Entertainment, and we want to just kind of re-release that through a label, so it gets more exposure too.
Absolutely. So here on At Home and Social, we like to play a game. It's called Rock and Tell. It's a lot like show and tell, but with rock memorabilia. I was hoping you maybe could grab a couple items and let's talk about them and see where the inspiration and the passion comes from. Definitely. Who wants to go first?
I can go first. These are some really cool drumsticks I have. They're actually signed by Steve Gadd, a very renowned drumming great. So it was signed by him. And the fun story behind these drumsticks is I went to, I think it was the Catalina Club, and over there Steve was playing at his show, so it was my first time seeing him, and he was playing a jazz show too, so it was really cool. And I also met Danny Carey of Tool at the same show, so I just kind of seen him walking in and it was crazy. I met two drumming legends. So.
And how did the conversation go? Are you able to like walk up and be like, "Hey guys, I'm in a band too"? Like, is it that easy, or did someone introduce you, or how did the conversation start?
Yeah, with Danny Carey, I just kind of seen him walking in. It was very brief, but I did introduce myself. I didn't get to share that we were in the band. It was too fast, but I did snag a picture with him too. But he was really sweet and really cool. So.
Yeah. Speaking of, because we're talking about drumming right now because of the drumsticks, how do you hold your sticks? Do you hold them classically or the rock and roll way?
Oh, I like that. Yeah. I actually just hold it match grip, the rock and roll way, I guess. Sometimes I do experiment with traditional grip, but I think for live shows, just hitting it harder with match grip is a go.
Yeah.
Awesome. Fantastic. All right. So we're playing Rock and Tell. Let's go ahead. Let you do your second item as well. We'll make your sister wait.
Oh, yeah. Sure. Yes. So this one's a lot bigger in size.
Yeah, this one kind of ties in with what we were talking about.
Yeah.
The city.
This is a certificate that was actually presented to us from the Riverside City Council.
Cool.
Okay. I think, the councilman signed it and the mayor, but it was a Pride Success Award. So they recognized our band for our music. So
yeah, really special to us.
Yeah,
we love our city.
Yeah, Riverside rocks.
All right, Jackie, you're up. What do you have to show us?
Definitely. Well, I guess I'll start with this bass right here. Don't mind the missing string. We're kind of in the process of doing some work on it.
Okay.
This was actually a gift from Matt Sorum, Drac Studios. So him and Chad Slauser, the producer we worked with, were really, really kind to us. And we actually tracked those songs on our debut album with this model of bass, not this exact bass.
Right.
It was actually like a transverse orange color. Super cool. But yeah, they got us a more metal looking one, which is awesome. Yeah. So yeah, 4-string bass, D'Angelico. So
wow.
Really special to us.
Yeah.
I can put that one back.
Okay.
Then I'll do my second item.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah, the second one's much smaller. When we were working with Jinx in the studio, he was so kind to just give us, or give me, I guess, guitar picks. So he gave me some vintage ones with the old Black Veil Brides kind of pictures on them. I don't know if you could see. But
neat. Yeah.
This is Jake. This is Jake from Black Veil Brides. And this is Jinx. Jinx's pick as well.
He has the nice top hat.
Yeah, super cool. And then this pick he actually uses live. And I actually use them live too. But they're like the Jazz 3 picks.
Right.
With the Black Veil Brides kind of logo on them. So yeah, super special to me. I collected all of them from when we worked together in the studio. So
Now, do you have custom pics of your own?
I do. I don't know if I have any in here. No.
Yeah.
I do, but they're far away right now.
Yeah.
But we definitely want to work on some more with the new logo too, because
Yeah.
we have a brand new logo as well. So
Oh, tell me about the logo, and then I want to talk about merch. Like, what are you putting the logo on?
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, the logo we actually we released it on our debut album. So those of you guys that have seen that, you'll see the new logo. But we worked on it with our really good friend Mike Berger too, and he's a great videographer. So
yeah, he also did our video that we released for Creeping In. So
yeah,
he's a really good creative visionary. So
Nice. So we've been in quarantine, we've been locked up. This sucks, but we're doing it because we're staying safe, and that's the right thing to do. Have you found yourself writing a lot more because you've had the inside time, or have you found yourself having writer's block?
Oh,
good question.
especially with everything happening, we're not able to play shows. But we are still releasing singles every month until the album release. So it's actually given us lots of time to just review the new songs and kind of add as much stuff as we can to those, make them sound as best as they can. So it's given us a lot of creative time.
For sure.
And how have you been dealing with the fact that you haven't been able to get out and play shows? Obviously, I mean, that's a skill set. That's you have to rehearse that, right? And it's different than just being in your rehearsal studio and practicing the notes and getting that stuff down. But the stage presence, let's talk about the stage presence and how you're staying fresh with that. I mean, are you in front of the bathroom mirror with the microphone? Like, what's going on?
Actually, great question. We actually have our music room set up right now to kind of mimic that live show kind of feel. And I mean, even before quarantine, we'd always practice at home because it is just the two of us mainly. But with this show coming up, we have next week, it's going to be a live stream show. Okay. So again, obviously there's not going to be any live crowd or anything. So, we've just been practicing feeding off of each other, just, rocking out, acting like it is live. So, because that's the only way you can really have a great time. So.
And in terms of live streams, you have your live stream coming up. What live streams have you watched during quarantine you've been enjoying?
Our favorite bands, we watched Gojira's live stream. I think it was Arizona?
It was at Red Rocks.
Oh. We watched Gojira's, we caught Megadeth's, Metallica's as well. A lot of our favorite bands.
Devin Townsend as well.
Yeah, Devin Townsend.
A lot of them.
Now, when the world opens up again and touring begins and people can start hitting the big stage, what stages do you have your eyes set on? What venues are kind of your goal? Where do you want to see yourself playing, say, 3 years from now?
Oh, great question. I'd probably say the Wiltern. We've played that one before, but, just playing it again with these new songs would be so awesome. And it's relatively close to us. Like, we're from Riverside. It's LA, so it's not too far. So playing that again, I don't know, just bigger and better venues.
Probably touring a lot too, maybe getting outside of California too. So
I'd probably say like the Orpheum too.
Orpheum is great.
Be great.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're just watching a live show on from the band Him, so super cool venue that we would love to play.
So what would surprise our viewers about you? I mean, there, people can stereotype away, two chicks, playing metal, dressing in black. What don't they know about you?
Well, a lot of people do not know that in high school we actually were cheerleaders. So that's the biggest shock, really. Both of us were flyers, so they would like kind of throw us up in stunts, like we'd be like flying in the air literally. And it was really fun. Like it helped us stay fit too, and we were listening to Black Veil Brides at the same time, but they had no idea. So
Metallica.
All right, and I know this is a bit of a cheesy question, but where does dating fit into life these days? Are you so concentrated on the music? Are you able to date? And how do respective boyfriends fit in and accept that you're pretty powerful chicks, and I have a feeling that anyone that you're dating takes like second seat, right?
Well, yeah, basically it's practically our whole life, you know, we've always been with each other. So we've been playing music. So yeah, unfortunately we're not with anybody.
We're,
But
we're never lonely because we have each other. I think it's a twin thing.
yeah, but fortunately we have our instruments though, and that's something that's really taken up our life. Like it's something we're doing every day, writing music. So right now we don't really have time for that because it's priorities. So
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to finding new music and listening to new music and going out to concerts, does it ever get exhausting? And I mean that because, you know, it's really fun, but then when it becomes your profession, it becomes work, right? You're analyzing what's happening on stage. You're listening to the music in a different way. Do you get exhausted and sometimes just not want to listen to anything and just have silence? Or are you not burnt out? And am I assuming things totally wrong?
Yeah. We definitely have moments like that, especially when we were touring, just playing shows every single day. And we do film ourselves when we play live, so we watch the videos back and see what we can do better. But if we do play so much shows, then we don't feel like reflecting on it too much. But I think now it's more fun because we're able to see ourselves online and like live streaming, so we're able to, you know, figure that out too.
I'm Katie Darrell, and these ladies are Jessica and Jackie of the band Dianthus. Let me ask you this. We need to really push this album, right? Let's push the album together. How many songs can we expect? Because I know you said right now you've already put out 2 songs. You're doing 1 a month until the album comes out, but I don't know if there's an official release date, so I'm not able to do the math. So I need you to reveal how many tracks will we get?
We're gonna have about 12 tracks on the Realms album, and like we said, it's gonna be released in singles up until actually early next year, like around February, March 2021. You can expect the actual album. So yeah, it's gonna be exciting.
Yep, be ready.
Absolutely. All right, and then last but not least, do you have any tattoos?
We actually don't.
No.
Yeah, or if we did, you probably couldn't see them because we're wearing all black.
No tattoos.
No tats for us.
Always got to ask. All right. Well, thank you so much for hanging out today. I really appreciate it. It was nice to meet you.
You too. Yeah,
Likewise.
Thank you, Katie. We had a great time.